The move from Indianapolis to South Bend represented a great transition in my life, and there were other outside events that made it even more memorable. While the rest of the family unpacked their bags, I was back in bed in Indianapolis, sick with monoculosis. On a high-protein diet, steak for lunch, milkshakes for dessert, doctor's orders, no school. It was wonderful. My beloved Dodgers hadn't won a World Series since 1955. Campanella hit 2 home runs in that classic. But now they'd moved to Los Angeles. Campy was out, injured in a car accident. Sick in bed in Indianapolis, I prayed the Dodgers from 13 games out into the World Series against the Chicago White Sox. Dad drove me to South Bend as we listened to one of the games on the radio. It was a great day to move into a new home. My brothers kept telling me about Trudy Golden, the music director's 14-year-old daughter. Boy, was I in for a surprise, they said, and sure enough, we became a pair, sort of, until they moved on. The Wead family flourished in South Bend. We were not immune to the pressures that Dad was feeling, but we were having a blast just the same. Life on Ireland Road was fabulous. I rode in the car to church with Jim on Sunday mornings when he was home. And on Sunday afternoon, a big crowd of teenagers from the church all gathered in our backyard for a rough-and-tumble tackle football game. South Bend was a football town. In the winter, inside, Tim and I refought World War II with our toy soldiers. Across the street was the Ireland Park Golf Course. Sometimes on moonlit nights after church, the teenagers would all meet and toboggan down the hills, and then have chili and hot chocolate at our house across the street. Mom was busier than ever. The storybook lady became a popular feature on television, and she regularly read the letters from viewers and produced the annual Easter and Christmas pageants. Jim was back and forth from college. Dad hired all the Bible school students to do visitation that first summer. Only a teenager, some said Jim was a better preacher than Dad, and Dad generously used him. Jim could sing with the best of them. Every quartet in the country came through town, from the Blackwood Brothers to the Stamps. They all wanted on Dad's TV program, but the locals preferred Jim to anybody. Bill took Riley High School by storm, chosen chairman of the school prom, even though my parents forbade dancing, and graduated with honors in debate. At the church youth banquet in 1960, where Bill was president, Jim was invited in as a guest speaker, and I was elected king by the students. We had taken over. Tim attended the church school. David Sorello, future president of the Inspiration TV network, was a classmate. Now all of us were teenagers beyond Mom's grip, except young Tim. More and more, he became the focus of her attention. In the fall of 1960, John F. Kennedy was elected president. The whole country was turning young. Jim and Bill traded places. Bill went to CBI, the college in Springfield, Missouri. It was free, by the way. Dad was on the board of directors. And Jim came home to lead the youth group and take courses at nearby Bethel College. Jim had the place rocking. The youth never had so much fun. He taught us all music. He even had me in a quartet. Our youth choir had its own brass ensemble. At CBI, Bill had followed Jim into the Revival Time Choir. They sang on an ABC national radio broadcasted following Billy Graham every Sunday night. The choir took tours every fall and spring, and Bill captured the fun on one of Dad's cameras. In Indianapolis, Tim and I had gone to sleep on Sundays listening to C.M. Ward preach, and our big brother Jim singing with the choir, "There's Room at the Cross for You." Now the whole family was listening to Bill. And in November, the Indiana State Assemblies of God Youth Convention was held at Calvary Temple, featuring the Revival Time Choir. Youth leaders from around the state came in to learn what we were doing right. We kept some of the kids from the choir at our house on Ireland Road. Jim, evangelist Byron Wright, and kids from CBI sat around the fireplace on a snowy night, talking about how they would one day evangelize the whole world.